right, welcome back. So on today's episode, we are looking at the timeline. Yes, most of you, like I said earlier, your timeline is where you're going to be doing a lot of the technical work, the edits, the cuts, the merges, the combinations, the sub projects. Like your timeline literally is going to control a lot of things. And so once you've learned how to import the various files and file formats, then it should be quite easier or smoother to import them, push them into your timeline, and then start working on them. I've also mentioned that you can import videos, images, whatever. All of these media types have their own file formats. So for example, with videos, you can have MP4, MKV, etc. For images, you can have JPG, PNG, etc. For audio, you can have MP3, etc. Okay, so all of these media file types have their own formats. And so once you're able to do that, then we jump into the timeline. So let me just jump into the timeline as usual, and then let's break that down. Okay, great. So I was trying to do something on here. Okay, good. So now once you have access to your timeline, your file should be here, and then this is your timeline. So like I said, all this area, okay, is your timeline. That is all you're going to be working with or in. Okay, so it should be one of the parts where you literally have a lot of ample knowledge. Okay, so today I'm going to break down all of that for you. And in order to do that, I think we need to import most of our files here. So let's just line them up like this. Now you realize that when you line them up, automatically they fill the space that you put them in. Okay, now based on the different file formats, you can actually stack different file formats, like I said. So as you can see, it is looking at all of these things as a video. Okay, so if you look at the small icon, you can see like a video or a media. Okay, so that is it. But the main timeline that you drag your media into is the one that you're going to be editing. Now, let's just stack them on top of the other and see. So for images, it still picks it up as a media. Another video, the same thing. So now let me just extract audio over here, and you see where the audio is going to be placed. So now as you can see, that icon has changed. It's now an audio stack, okay, within the timeline. So you can have the video or media stacks, and you can have the audio stack as well. Let's add, for example, let's add audio. Okay, so another audio that we add clearly is going to go as an audio stack. Okay, right, as you can see. So now that's how come you can have your sound effects on one line and then have your main soundtrack on one line. Now, after audio, let's add text. So as you can see, this is text. Let's just put one of them on top. Then you realize that now this becomes a text line or a text stack. So let me just use line so that I get to understand it very well. Okay, so it's a line. This is a media line, an audio line. Okay, we've added text. Let's add stickers. So this is an image of Caleb, a friend of mine. So Caleb, let me use your image here. So as you can see, it has also changed into a sticker line. Okay, let's add effects. So yes, because of effects, you can actually use effects on certain parts of the video if you line it on top of it, or if you want it to apply to all the video, then you can drag it into it. Okay, so now we have let's add one here, put it on top of it. So as you can see, it has changed again to an effect line. Now because it's covering all the from this part to this part, so the effect is going to apply to all the media that you've stacked up. Okay, that's what's going to happen. So it's going to affect that. Outside of it, it's not going to affect it. Outside of it, it's not going to affect it. But once it's directly under it, it's going to affect it. So now we have an effects line. There's more. So if you have transitions, okay, usually transitions actually go onto the media. Let's see. No, you can't put it on top. No. Yeah. So let's go away from that. Captions. Let's generate some captions and see if we can also put or have a caption line. Okay, so it's going to take some time to load quickly. Let's see what's going to generate. I think I just used some. Let's see how it does. Okay, so where it was able to generate, it picked it up again as a text line. Okay, so let's put it on top. We have two text lines. Filters, the same thing. So some filters you may need them on certain particular media and not every one of them. Okay, so now that we have a filter, let's drag it and drop it. Okay, as you can see, it has changed again into a filter timeline or a filter line. Adjustments, sometimes based on different adjustments or LUTs that you use, you can also drag them on here. So I think basically we've seen that now that the main timeline picks up different media and then different file formats. So depending on whichever one you're using, either by importing them or picking them from CapCut directly, which is like the text, the stickers, the effects, filters, all those ones, you pick them from CapCut directly. Those ones you can also stack them up on top of each other. So basically that is that gives you some of the understanding when it comes to different file formats. Now you realize that whenever you click any of these media, depending on which one you click, different menu items happen or they appear at the top over here. Okay, so for example, if we pick this video, okay, as you can see, different things have happened. If we go to maybe the text, it has its own set of menu, and there's another text, the same thing. So effects, the same thing. Sticker, the same thing. And then this is also another text. Okay, so most of the time whenever you select the media ones, either video or audio, those ones actually change. So let's quickly look at how these menus are different. Okay, so let me drag the main video over here, and then once I click on it, the first, okay, let's start from here. So this one is to add a new timeline. So what this does is it's like different sets of projects. Okay, so you have one timeline. Okay, so now you can drag and drop things into this particular timeline, export them, work on them separately, or you can come to the main timeline, also work on them or export separately. All right, so that is it for that. Now moving on, let me click on it again. Moving on, we have the selector. So this one you can either change it to a split, so it will appear like a blade, as you can see. So wherever I want, I just go there, click on it, it cuts. Okay, that is it. Let me undo. If you also want to change it to the direct arrow button, that's it. So this one is a normal arrow, you use it to select. Okay, that is it. Click on it again. Which other selector is there? So there's a select forward. Okay, so if I do this and I go here, so as you can see, after cutting different pieces of media within that same timeline, you can either select forward or select backward. I think it's basically the same thing. Let me change it to the select rightward, and then we also see that one too as well. Okay, so as you can see, it has selected all the media on the right, and the other one, you know, lets you select the media on the left. Okay, that is it. I've been doing some series where I show you certain shortcuts keys that you can use to edit faster on CapCut, so check that one too out. Some of these things are in there, and then they can help you. Okay, so let's now select the main arrow key, so A. Now if you've done something, maybe you've done like you've cut or you don't want it cut, okay, you no longer want it cut, the usual editing or formatting tool is to undo. So with that one, clearly you have it over here, so you just click on it, undo, and it undoes whatever you just did. Okay, that is it. If you want to, let's say you change your mind, you want to redo, the next button also makes that happen. So you redo. Okay, basically that's that. The next one is to cut or split. Okay, so if you have a media you want to cut or take some parts out, this is the main one that you're going to use. So you click on it and then it splits the selection into two. Basically, now let's undo so I can show you more. So let's say the next one is to delete left. So let's say you've selected the media, you know where you want to cut, you know that the ones, so where you've placed your playhead, okay, or your arrow, where you've selected up to, if you know the media up till that point you don't need it, you want to delete it, then you can use this button, so it deletes left. So as you can see, it clears the media on the left. Let's undo. Now move to the next one. The next one is delete right. So once you click on that, any media up to that point, it deletes the ones upcoming, just like this. Okay, basically. Let's undo. Now let's say you've split, you don't like this part and you want to delete it. Yes, you can either use your keyboard or you can use the button here. So you delete it and then it deletes. Let's undo and then move on to another one. So marker. So here you can add a marker. So let's say you know the parts that you place your name, you place your text, you place your lower thirds, you add b-rolls, whatever it is, you place a marker and then automatically appears on it. You can place as many markers as you want. So it gives you that point, like that point in your timeline where you know that, okay, something like this has to happen. So after adding markers, you can also delete markers or remove markers. Simple, by clicking on the same button. Then you can also crop. So over here, if you want to crop whatever part of your footage, okay, Okay, if you want to crop whatever part, you can do that. Now, even under crop, you can do rotations. Okay, it's really all up to you. You can either use a slider to get it, or use your degree number area. So you enter a number and then it automatically does it for you. So now the crop type, to now you're doing a free form where you are cropping. If you want to use any of the pre-made formats for editing, especially either on PC or mobile, desktop orientation, landscape orientation, portrait orientation, anything like that at all, you can also use that selector. And then once you're done, you confirm. If you don't want, you reset it. Okay, that is the crop button. Also, there's the another editing feature over here. So when you click on this one, you can either freeze a frame. Okay, you can freeze a frame, or you can reverse the frame, or you can mirror the frame, or you can rotate the frame. I think these are all personal stuff. Transcript is no longer here. AI extend. So now CapCut introduced a lot of AI features into their editing area, whereby you can use AI to generate different things. So over here, one of it, the key one is AI extend. So it can extend your footage based on whatever is showing. So let me just drag this to the end and then click on AI extend, and then they say click at the okay, I've really not tested that particular aspect out, so maybe I'll do another video and then show you guys how it works. Okay, so let's move away from that and then undo. Good. After the AI extend, AI edit. Yes, so now you can describe what you want, and then the AI is going to edit it for you. So all of these things, they fall under the edit pilot over here. Yes, so once you click on edit pilot, you can write prompts, and then the AI would help you edit your footages. Usually I don't like that, you know me, I like to go manual way, how I want it, and then that's what I want to do. So that's just me. If you're interested, check that one out. What else? Split scenes. So let's see what this one does. So it's going to analyze your footage for you and then see if it can split. So no scene transitions found. So I'm presuming that if it was a multi-camera shot, or different angles, different people, then I'm sure this could work on that. Once again, I'll do other videos so you can check that out. Remove background. Yes, you can use this to remove the background and pick out your subject from it. So it's currently loading. Let's see how well it comes. We'll get back to that. Then auto adjust. So yeah, sometimes you don't need to necessarily go manually and then start editing your footages afresh. You can use auto adjust, and then automatically give you, as you can see, it's giving me some nice adjustment, but I don't like that, so let me just disable it. Then also, sometimes your footages, okay, if you want to add some extra HD features, the two major ones are stabilized. So I'm sure you've seen most of these TikTok dancers, whenever they share their videos, you realize that the camera is very stable. So when they're dancing, it's moving with them. It's just two things that they use: the stabilize and the tracking. So they place should I call it a pointer? So they place a pointer either at their chest area or at their head area, and then stabilize. So however they move, the camera automatically picks it from them when they are editing. So that's just one of those things. Now the autocorrect, maybe the autocorrect. The remove background is done. So as you can see here, it looks good, not bad. But let's undo. We don't want that. And another HD thing. So like I said, you can do the stabilize here, or you can enhance the quality. So with this one, usually when so automatically when you click on it, it would run both of them for you, and you get it. But I don't want that. But like I'm saying, enhance quality, you can get some very good edits on your face. Okay, let's disable that. This one is what extract audio. So this one, yes, I extracted the audio earlier. So if you don't want it, you can just pull it, and then automatically the audio comes back into the video. Okay. What else? Okay, so if your footage has audio in it, you can also use this button here to enhance. So you reduce noise, you enhance the voice, and then you normalize the loudness. I think I've done videos on that too as well. So now on the far right too, if you want to record a voiceover over your video, once you click, that's a countdown for you. So maybe you can test your microphone, increase or decrease the volume. You can also select whichever microphones that you have. If you have an inbuilt mic you want to use, so I'm using the MU900. This one, that's what I'm recording into this. Okay, so if you want to do that, you select it and then check your volume. Echo reduction. So if your place has echo, you want to help the to filter it out for you, you can do that. Also, there's an option. Do you want to record whilst your project is muted, or you want to mute the project and then talk? So that's also an option. Then enhance voice. So however you're recording, it filters it, it adds some adjustments, and then it helps you get the best version for yourself. Okay. So let's close that. If you're interested, this is where you come to do your voiceovers. What else? Now the turn off main track magnet. So usually when I'm editing, I like to automatically adjust. So when I cut something and there's a space, automatically has to fill it up. Okay. But there's an option here whereby you can turn it off or turn it on. Okay. So for example, if we have this in our main timeline, okay, now as you can see, there's space here. Okay, there's space here, but we want to probably fill it up. What do we do? So now you can turn it on like this, and then automatically it joins the brothers and sisters. If you want to, highlight all of it and then separate them or insert something, just disable it, move it away from it, import whatever, bring it here. Once you are done, you click on it again and it's going to pick it up for you. Okay. Then also auto snapping. I think it's similar. I don't know why I'm not getting it. Maybe I'll take my time and do another video. Okay. What's this one? Turn off linkage. I'm also not sure about this. I don't think I've ever used it. Turn on preview axis. I've also never used this, but this one I've used it. So zoom to fit timeline. So depending on the quantity of stuff in your timeline, if you want to zoom to fit so you can see where something else is, you can just click on it and then it does that for you. Then followed by the zoom. Okay, the zoom feature. So now to zoom in, you can either zoom in or zoom out. Okay, now with that one, you can either click on the so this one is what? Zoom out. So if you want to zoom out, you can click on it and it zooms out for you. If you want to zoom in, you can use the plus one and it does that for you as well. If you want to use the slider, then you are in control. You can check it up and then do that for yourself. Okay. If you are using the Apple Magic Mouse, then you can also hit Command and then swipe up or down. It's going to work like that for you. Okay. So I think basically this is your timeline. Yes, we've had an extensive run on this particular one because, like I said, it contains a lot of the things that you're going to be using to apply whenever you are editing. So it's important to understand this, and it cuts across everywhere. If you're able to use it on desktop, you can use it on tablet or mobile. Yeah, it works like that. So in the next video, we're going to take a look at actual editing where we manipulate certain stuff. So do what to like, share, comment, subscribe, and then I'll see you there.